Hey friends, happy Monday, happy beginning of the week, happy day after the Super Bowl, and happy go Eagles, fly Eagles fly. We are an Eagles family, and we are super excited about the Super Bowl outcome. Sadly, if you're a Chiefs fan, I'm sure that you are not excited about the Super Bowl outcome, but alas, there are 200 more days until the next NFL season starts, so we can gear up for next season. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching it later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. However, we won't be doing any Chalk Couture this evening. I'm trying to craft through my stash. So there's just some things I need to get creative with and get out the door. So once you hop on the live or you hop on the replay at a later date, please feel free to say hi in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I also want to let you know that I'm live in 2 locations this evening. So if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, oh, he says full screen. You can just comment that. I don't mind. Thank you for the reminder. If you see a comment that is not in your feed, that person may be watching from a different platform. Also, if you, at any time during this project, you like what you see and you just want to help my little channel, or you think others should see it, please feel free to spread the craft love all over Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you're on YouTube. Hit that like button or the heart button on Facebook. That just tells those platforms that you like to see this kind of stuff, and that then it will recommend other videos in this similar genre. Again, it also just helps out my little channel, and hopefully I can get in front of some new eyeballs. And as always, tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. With that, I'm going to go to the comments. I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door. And as others hop on the live or the replay, we can say hi to them as well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera. I'm kind of
starting later this evening, so kind of want to get it started. So I really honestly had no idea what project I was going to do this evening until about literally 15 minutes ago. I just don't have a lot of the new transfers, kind of done with Valentine's Day. So I was actually looking for something else and found some stencils that I had purchased from Studio R12 when they were going out of business. So I have this Mylar stencil, and I think it'll be perfect in this canvas. And this is actually just a stretched canvas that I ripped apart, and I think I showed you how to do that a couple of weeks ago. And we've done reverse canvases before on my channel. It's kind of an old trend, but I still like them. They're easy to do. They're lightweight when you hang them, and there's something quick that I can do, and I can sell them inexpensively, but still feel like I've put out a good product. So this is about I think it's a 10 by 20 canvas. I ripped it apart, and you can see on the back side there are some staples. I cannot find the panel, which is kind of why it took me so long. So I'm going to try out, I have some of this duck cloth material. It's kind of a thicker canvasy. It almost feels like jeans material a little bit. So we're going to try that. And I'm going to do just some plain basic black stenciling. So I measured my canvas, and I think my panel needs to be like 9.5 by 19.5. So we're going to go ahead, actually, before we do that, well, I was going to stress paint this, but I think I'm going to leave it this darker color just because I think it'll look better with this color of canvas. So I'm just going to put the canvas or the frame down, and I'm going to get out my, get to it, but you can't. I've buried my cutting ruler. I was going to try cutting with a rotary trimmer. Oh wait, it's right there. Oh, shoot, and I just dropped it. So I have my ruler here. Do not try using a rotary cutter with a wooden ruler, because that will happen. Can you see the little dip that it takes right there? My rotary cutter cut right through my wooden ruler. So don't use a wooden ruler with a rotary tool. Helpful little tip there. And then let's see which one of these will work. So let's move my stencil. I'm going to kind of use my mat that I have. Let's see if we can get this done. Move those out of the way. So it needs to be 9.5 wide, which this is plenty. Actually, I'm going to leave it folded. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Okay, let's refold it nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I don't really want to cut the whole thing. I think we can do it this way. I'm going to cut it at just a skosh over 9.5. And you probably can't see the bottom part very well. Let's see if I can scooch. Actually, I can scooch it up here. I'll bring that back down. Okay, so I'm at 9.5. I'm just going to go a little over. Hopefully my other angle or my other direction will be plenty long. This one might be double. Okay, that cut through. Now hopefully this one is now long enough. Oh yeah, it's plenty. Okay, so then I'm going to come over here to 19 and a half. I'm just going to roughly measure that. Just want to go a skosh over 19 and a half. I can always trim it. Okay. I'll put all that away. I found it. Keep that one out. Put this away. Okay, so now I'm going to get an ink mat out. And we're going to put this on an ink mat to kind of get those folds taken care of. Hopefully this one is sticky enough. Parts of it are still sticky. I may have to get out a different one if this one's not sticky enough. Okay, I also forgot, yeah, this one isn't going to be hardly sticky at all. I need to clean that one. One of these days I'll show you how to clean those. I also need to, I guess I can do that after I've gotten it put on here. So this is a 17, I lied, I said I wasn't going to use any Chalk Couture products, but I am. So this is an ink mat, and it's just sticky, and it works great for ink projects because it stabilizes your material. Primarily, this one is great for like your 18 by 18 pillow covers. It goes great inside of a t-shirt. So I want to bring forgot I need to mark, now that I've stuck it down, it's pretty close. I'm going to pop it down on here, roughly get it somewhat even, and then I need to take some tape. Because I cut it as big as the outside of the frame, I need to mark where the inside of the frame hits so that I know that I'm getting my design. Hello, Miss Ashley. So that I know that I'm getting my design within the frame. Sorry, you might see my head. So I'm just laying a piece of tape gently just right inside there. Okay, now we're going to remove the frame. So that gives us our guideline. So I'm going to come back in with a piece of tape just right there. That way I don't have any tape in my printing area. How are you doing, Miss Ashley? Oh, she says, what a game last night. It was a game. It was quite the game. We were super excited. I feel sort of bad for Chiefs fans, but not really. It was a fair game. I felt like it's a good game. I haven't heard any fans saying it wasn't a fair game, so I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Okay, so that is our working area. I'm just going to try to smooth it out. So this ink mat is great for stabilizing your fabrics or your t-shirts or your pillow covers, whatever you're using. If you're working on like a two-sided project, it's great for keeping your ink from bleeding onto the next side. I'm dropping everything. It's great for stabilizing your fabric, and as you saw, it's great for kind of de-wrinkling your fabric as well. I'm just getting out a shop towel and a paper plate. Okey-doke. It's kind of getting the wrinkles out, not really. So then let's bring in our stencil. Ashley said it was a fair game. For some reason, the Chiefs forgot they had to play. Yeah, they didn't play the best, that's for sure. So this fits almost perfectly inside of my tape lines, and the design is well within that area. So I'm actually going to tape that side down, and that's going to keep this little flap from going anywhere. I'm going to I'm just going to cover up this sticky part because it's sticking to my sleeve. But that could lead to disaster. Okay, so let's fold up our towel. Did I lose my tape? Oh no, I put it away. Okay, so let's tape this down in a few places. I'm going to tape right here. That's also going to help keep me in the stencil so that I don't go over the edge. I'll do it up here too. And then when I'm getting down, actually, I'm going to tape under this portion. That way I hopefully don't go over that part of the stencil. Hopefully that's going to be good. Just going to put a few others here in case those fail. Okay, so I just pulled out some acrylic paint. Again, trying to use up my stash. Ashley says, are you ready for another snowstorm? No. Are you? We are done with the snow. I'm ready for some I'm ready for some sunny 60, 70, 80-degree weather. I am over it. So I was doing some cleaning the other day. Imagine that, not really cleaning. I rearranged a few things in my craft room, and I came across a bag of stuff that I hadn't ever unloaded, and I had this big old stencil brush in there. I don't know if we're going to use it tonight, but I might as well add it to my stash. Oh, I might give it a whirl. It's huge. It is a 1-inch stencil brush. I may not use it. It may be too big for this project. Let's get out a few of those brushes. Okay, I haven't done a Mylar project in a while. So I like to use these domed brushes. These are specifically Mylar stencil brushes. They have really thick, dense bristles. So when you push in on them, they don't bend or give. I also have some flat ones that are a little more squared off on the ends, but I really like these domed ones. So when you do a Mylar stencil, less is more. You almost want a dry brush. So you're going to offload a lot of that paint. And then you're just going to come in lightly and kind of swirl. Now, I've never stenciled on canvas material before. I don't think. Maybe I have. I don't remember. You can also stipple or pounce. Sometimes that works in some of these little smaller areas. I'm just checking it. That looks pretty good. So light coats are better. You kind of want to hold the stencil as you go. Hello, Miss Amanda. So I'd like to start workshops or classes again, either here at my house or at the Cuts and Curls Salon or wherever. So I need ideas on what projects you guys want to do. Do you want to do t-shirts? Do you want to do door hangers? Do you want to do smaller projects? Do you want to just do kind of like a free-for-all where I just have my materials out and you pick your project? So it's a good thing I put that tape down. I got a little wild. I'm going to put some more tape down. Amanda says, congratulations on the big game. Jason and Dane were super excited. So what do y'all think of the halftime show? Good, bad, indifferent? Make sure it's still... What? Oh, I was like, what happened? We're still good. We're still good. I think that looks good. So I'm just loading my brush and then offloading onto this paper towel. And then I'm just doing a swirling motion. Light coats are better. I'm just trying to get some of my paint out of my brush that may be in there. I'm probably using more paint than I should, but I'm kind of I've done enough of these. Amanda said that she thought the halftime show was trash. That's pretty much the consensus. So here's what we have so far. I've panicked about this, but I forgot it's the second line. It looks pretty good. There's a few spots back here that I need to go over. And so you can see why I hinged my tape so that I can kind of lift it up and peek at it, but still make sure that it gets down in the right place. I guess there's a story behind the halftime show. There's some meaning behind it, but I don't listen to that genre of music to know what the meaning is. So we're going to come down here to the second line. Plus, I couldn't understand any of the words except the F-bomb that they had to bleep out at the very end. I caught that one. What am I looking for? Who knows with my mind these days? I took a break at work and decided to get on Pinterest. And that was it was early on this morning. I still don't know what I was getting on Pinterest for. I totally forgot. Ended up looking at 100 bajillion other things, but I still don't know why I originally got on there. It's so bad. Ugh. The brain fog is real. Amanda said, as much as I would love to do a class with Thea, I also really enjoyed the one I did with Candy. Maybe something like a tote. Tote bags would be fun. Or little, I could show you. There's fairly large zipper pouches that you can get from Hobby Lobby, and I've done a few of them and added little yarn tassels. That might be kind of fun. You could do like a tote bag and a matching zipper pouch, or we still need to do like a little mommy and me thing. I mean, I have all this stuff. It just needs to be used. I'd like to start doing some live sales with some bundles, like mini bundles, but I'll have to wrap my head around that first. Maybe just once or twice a month, because I have so much back stock that I just need to. It needs to get in people's hands so they can use it. It doesn't need to be sitting in my stash. You've been looking for a cute Bible bag? I'll have to go online. I can dig out a few of those zipper pouches here pretty soon. I don't know if a Bible would fit in there, but I could look online. And of course, you're probably thinking like tote bag type, not just specifically Bible bag. Ooh. Use this little piece of tape right there. We have some new faith-based transfers that have launched, and I have some in my stash. We'll have to think about that one. That would be fun. Okay, let's look up a peek and see. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. It's a good thing I put tape down. I went over on a few spots. I think this stenciled really well. Okay. Let's put this away. I don't know where to put it. Just gonna stick that there. Let's pull this off. So these just wash a lot like Chocateur transfers do. I just put them in some warm water, and I mainly use that Dawn Power Wash and a board eraser, and it comes clean. And I've even left them. Did I miss a spot? Nope, that dips in right there. I've even left them for like 6 months painted, and you just spray them with some dish soap or even some Windex or anything like that. Even rubbing alcohol takes the paint. How do I wash those brushes? Just with some Dawn Power Wash and water. And I found this cute little scrubby paintbrush cleaner at, I think I got it at the Dollar Tree. Let me go get it. I'm pretty sure I got this at the Dollar Tree. And then you just rub your brushes over it. Sometimes I don't even have to use soap with this. It just it just scrubs the paint right off. But with these, I'd probably add a little bit of, especially since it's black, just add a little bit of Dawn Power Wash. And I either rub it in my hand like that, or I'll rub it on here. And then it comes pretty clean. Some of them stain a little bit, like I can tell I've used red paint in there. But for the most part, they come really clean. Okay, let's get this dry. But if you can find these, it was either, I know it was most likely Dollar Tree. Maybe Five Below, but I think Dollar Tree, because I don't go in Five Below very often. I should. And you can come in with a finer paintbrush and fill in these Bridget areas. I happen to like the stenciled look, so I just leave them as is. I'm too afraid of screwing the whole thing up. For one, but two, I don't mind the stenciled look. I'm going to take this off of the drying mat, or off of the ink mat, so I don't accidentally bubble it up. I'm going to reuse these pieces. I reuse these till they no longer stick, or till I get tired of them hanging off of the side of my craft desk. Throw that down on the floor. Shoo, excuse me. Actually, feels pretty dry. I think we're going to chance it. Okay, let's bring our frame back in. Probably should iron it because let's get I'm gonna iron it really quick. Talk amongst yourselves. I grab my mat. Because I don't know if I can pull it taut enough to remove those wrinkles. So we'll just remove them before I staple it on. Since this isn't actually a reverse canvas panel, I don't quite know how it's going to staple, so we shall see. Oh, thank you. Ashley said, bless you. Get that put away. So now it's on to NASCAR, which is probably our second favorite sport. So that starts Wednesday. So it's qualifying, and then the duels are Thursday. And then there's a truck race Friday, an Arcus race, and a Xfinity race Saturday, and then the Cup race is Sunday. Okay, so I just want to spray this. Hopefully that. See if I can get rid of some of these wrinkles. So yes, underneath all this makeup is a redneck. I don't know if those wrinkles are going to come out. Well, it's, I think, as good as I could get. I did go over a little bit. That wasn't very smart. I think that's as good as I'm going to get. So I'm going to unplug that. Okay, now we can bring our frame back in. Sorry about that. Throw that to the ground. Okay, now we'll set it. Just cutting off a few of these strings for now. I may have to trim it just a skosh. Let's see. I'm just going to take the skosh off of one of these sides again. That way it doesn't hang over the back side. And then let's check the fit from top to bottom. I'm going to do the same to the top. There's there's just a little hump right there. Okay, see if that helps. Okay, I promise we're gonna get to stapling this soon. Just want to make sure that it's not gonna hang off. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult because it doesn't. I still have a little bit of a hump right there. Oh yeah, she's totally not straight. Probably totally screwing this up. Let's see if we can get that going. I just try to like, even though it's the back side, I still like to have it looking nice. I don't want it to be all snaggle-toothed. Okay, now let's try it. Okay, so I kind of just hold it up and look at it from the front and make sure it's as straight. That's going to be all. I just try to, with the stiffer material of the actual canvas, it's easier. So I'm just going to have to kind of tack it and see what happens. So I'm going to stand up for this. Oops. And just kind of do it. So on my first round of staples, if I do more than one, the frame is right here, so I don't staple back here. I staple as close to the frame as I can get without going through the frame. And then I try to pull it taut if I can. So I kind of feel for where the edge of the frame is. And then so I do one on this side, one on this side, and then I do one on each end. And I kind of pull it sort of tight. Oh, I think I went through. Nope. And then I go on this side, and then I really kind of try to pull it. Okay. And then I'll kind of set it down and make sure. Oh, nope, I went too far up. Dadgummit. Yeah. Poop sticks. I went too far up. Well, at least I didn't put in too many staples. Well, don't do what I did. With this material, it would probably be better to tack it down with some double stick tape. I even have it in a few spots. I don't have a good way to get those out. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, well, let's redo that. I believe those are easy to come out. Let's do, I have some double stick tape down here, in here. So I'm going to revert to some double stick tape. That way maybe I can position it and reposition it before I staple it down. See if that works. And I don't like to use hot glue because it dries so fast, and then it ends up just really bumpy. So we'll see if this works. Okay. How many holes can I get out? Okay, I'm going to drop that a little lower. I'm just going to tack it down on one edge first, just to see. That actually looks pretty good. That also might help me hold it better. So let's pull it tight that way. And then as I'm stapling it, I think I can still pull it up. Brilliant. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just a skosh farther that way, but I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. I might be able to fix it when as I'm stapling. Okay, so I think I've got it where I want it. So I'm just going to feel for the edge of the staple, or the edge of the frame. And that's where I'm going to staple. And then I'm going to pull it up slightly and just kind of try to pull it more taut. I am going to have to trim it because it's kind of hanging over. Preferably, I like to have the fabric closer over here so I can hide the staples, but I think I might just be able to add some ribbon or something. So I'm pulling it tightly, adding a staple. I'm going to do this on all four sides. Kind of have a method to my madness. I'm going to pull that tight, feel for the frame. I need to check, make sure I didn't go through. So now that I have all four edges, I'm going to come to the corners. I'm going to pull on that. Let's see what I'm doing. So I pulled at the corner. I'm kind of feeling where it's at. I'm going to do that at all 4 corners. Hopefully I don't have it all. I guess I better. So I think, yeah, that looks pretty good. So then I'm going to come to this corner. I'm going to pull out towards the corner. Kind of feel where I need to go. Same way with this corner. So I like to staple on this edge. That way you don't end up getting this gap right there. So if I were to staple it along this edge, if you didn't get it tight enough, it's going to gap right there. And just to try to make it as clean as I can, I just go along the edge of that frame and just start stapling. And if they don't go all the way in, you can use a hammer or something else and hammer them down. And then in this corner, because I usually end up with a lot of excess here, I'll do a couple there. And then I kind of feel where the frame is. Sorry if that's kind of loud. And then you can still kind of pull as you go. Oops. And then just sometimes you can hear when it goes through the frame and onto the canvas. So then you just kind of have to check it. Make sure you didn't puncture through to the canvas. Oops, out of staples. Of course. Out of staples. Okay, these look like they were these. I'm gonna have to get some more on my next Menards trip. I think double-sided tape might be the key to these. Okay, so there's a lot of excess on this side, so it kind of hangs over the frame. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a trim. Oops, that looks terrible. And then we'll do the same to this side. side needs a wee bit. Ugh. It's not my best work. So then, to keep this from flapping like this, I'll just run a bead of glue. You could even use double stick tape there as well. That is what we have. I think that actually looks really good. So, let me flip you around. Get situated again. Ugh. And there's our sign. Very cute. I love it. Sometimes simple is better. I learned a few tricks. You learned a few tricks. And that's it. Ashley says she loves it. Jason says that's beautiful. Just want to remind you that the spring collection has launched. I don't know if I've been live since it launched, but I did want to show you, I believe, let me check the website just to make sure. Yep. When you order $85 or more in one order, we have the bunny tail bundle, and it comes with the 3 chunky bunnies and an exclusive transfer, and that's while supplies last, with an $85 order. And there are so many cute transfers and surfaces in the launch. I do have a video of that posted on my on my Facebook page, so that is available. So ideally, if you put in an $85 order, and as long as it's still available, you can also unlock the ability to purchase Dream Car. So actually, what you can do is unlock Dream Car with a $75 order, add it to your cart, and that will get you to your $85 for, I believe that will get you to your $85 for your free bunny tail bundle. So 2 free, well, not 2 free gifts, but two specials for the price of one. Also, if you do choose to sign up for Club Couture, I believe that would count towards your part of your $75/$85. And this month's Club Couture kit is the phone stand and the exclusive B-size transfer and 3 pay singles. That is $21.99 a month for a minimum of 3 months. You can cancel at any time after that. I did happen to find those exact, well, not the exact, but very similar phone stands on Amazon. So I think I'm going to order a couple more. That way I have one at my craft desk, and then I have one upstairs in the kitchen, and maybe either one on my nightstand or maybe one at work. Or maybe I'll just order 3. They're they're inexpensive. So I'm going to order a few more of those. The winter sale is going on through Friday while supplies last. There are 90 plus items priced as low as $1.40 based on different discounts that are available. So check those out. We also have the Chalk Couture After Dark transfers. That is an opt-in program. There is a link in the description of this video that will take you to that opt-in page. You'll only get updates via email. Those are blue transfers to differentiate them from regular transfers. There are, I believe, 8 new transfers, 3 A size and 4 B size. And I believe that is it. Let me go back to my comments. See if there's any more. So here was our project again. I may rip out a few more reverse canvases. These are super fun to make, super easy, whew, very lightweight, so they're easy to hang, easy to kind of use as a shelf sitter. I just happen to like them. I think they're really neat. I love the wood frame that is inside of the stretched canvases. So if you make one, I want to see it. Let me know. If you want to borrow any of my Mylar stencils like this, let me know. I have a whole bunch. So with that, I think I'm going to hop off. Thanks so much for hanging out with me this evening. I will be live, I think, again on Wednesday. Hopefully we don't, I'm hoping we don't get snowed in. Well, that would be kind of fun to work from home. But I will see you Wednesday with a new project. I may do some more craft my stash projects. I have a ton of these canvases. I either need to get rid of them or use them, so you might be seeing quite a few of them. With that, I'm going to hop off. I'll see you on Wednesday, and thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.